everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome to a special supplemental segment of the patch where we're only going to talk about our game of the week, which was Hatoful Boyfriend.
Welcome to Game Club.
So,
Chloe.
the first rule of Game Club is always make Ryan upset.
the first rule of Game Club is you're supposed to finish the game. What happened, Ryan? You didn't finish it.
You didn't finish it?
I couldn't do it.
Ryan!
I couldn't. I tried.
What?
I tried so hard. Okay, look.
How far did you get?
Here's the
What
thing.
did you get to?
There was one rule. The rule was not like it. The rule wasn't like enjoy it. The rule was finish it.
I didn't.
It's only like an hour and a half long.
I didn't think we were really gonna do this, and I got like last night. I was like, I got about 45 minutes in, and then I just wanted to shoot myself in the head, and then I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Let's be
I
clear.
couldn't do it.
Let's be clear. I struggled to finish this game.
All right. I tried with TV.
I
tried.
There's
You guys are ridiculous.
There's stuff that's
This game is amazing.
well, there's stuff that's confusing to me.
oh, there's a lot of stuff that's confusing.
Like some stuff wasn't. I don't know if it gets lost in translation or what. Like some stuff's not even explained. Like
Okay,
it took
talk
me a
to me
while
about
to figure out the upper left-hand corner numbers are dates.
Yes.
Like that's April 8th.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, have
guys
I
didn't
met?
realize
Four,
that?
I was like, have I
No.
met 4 out of 8 birds? Why is there a feather?
I thought it looks like progress for something.
Right.
It is. It's
all right.
progress through the year.
Let's start this off right. What was your name, Gus?
I went with the default one, Hyoto something.
Lame. What do you got?
I named myself Jinx, whatever it was, and then I went default because I had to play through it so many times.
Also lame. Sorry.
What did you go for?
Fuck my life, O'Brien. It wouldn't all fit, so it had to be like FCK my LIF.
Fuck my life, O'Brien.
O'Brien,
So
yes.
I played through, and I guess I went through. I played through, and I got the ending that you just got a second ago, which was
which one did you go for?
the one was it.
Wait, so did you use
Nagasai?
scripts, or did you actually? I mean, not script. Did you follow a walkthrough?
No,
or something
no.
through?
I
Okay.
just like
you just organically played through. Okay.
And I ended up. Well, also another thing, I didn't realize I was a woman till about halfway through the game. I was like, okay, this is
we talked about
whatever.
it.
Yeah, I forgot. And the bird I ended up falling in love with turned out to be a ghost, the spirit of a bird who killed itself in the library and didn't know it was dead. But I was the only one who could see it. And then once it realized it was a ghost, it slowly faded away and disappeared.
That's deep.
It's so weird.
But it's so hard to get through it. It's so. And then the
Also,
funny
it's-
thing is, go ahead.
I was gonna say, why does the main character live in a cave? Does that not unsettle anybody else?
Well, here's
It's
the thing.
weird.
So apparently this is the future. This is like 2188 future. Hence why birds are.
Mutant,
Also,
super
yeah,
And it's
gifted
also,
birds.
and now it seems like you're one of the humans that's left.
Yeah, because when the main character says she's gonna go on a run, they show like establishing shots, and one of the shots is like a skyline with a building like collapsed and like in ruins, and I was like, what the fuck is that? You know, why are we talking about that?
Yeah, I think she lives in a cave. At one point, she talks about needing to like dig a wall or something like that to keep out the wind.
Yeah, and she talks constantly about her hunter-gatherer instincts, and the
Yeah.
birds
Right.
tell her how difficult it must be to be a hunter-gatherer.
It's super weird, but she still got udon noodles, which she loves.
Yeah, she makes for dinner seemingly every day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it was bizarre. There were a lot of strange characters. Some stuff doesn't, like I said, there was just like lost in translation. Like I don't know, the whole like giving beans. At one point you have to like find beans to give to you have to find one kind of bean and then decide which pigeon you're going to give it to.
Sort of, but the decision is also, it seems to be made for you by that point, so you're trying to pick out the right beans for the pigeon.
But I was.
Although it's not also not just pigeons, right? It's a couple.
Oh,
Well,
right,
no, there's
bird.
rock
Bird.
doves. There's all
Yeah.
kinds of different birds.
Also, I enabled the advanced visualization technology so that I could see the
The one
human
that shows
form.
you-
When the first time you're introduced to a bird, it shows you like a drawing of what that bird would look like if it was human.
I wish you would keep that up like every time you talk to that bird.
No,
But
absolutely not.
it
You're
did-
playing a bird dating simulator. You need to accept that and just see the bird.
It didn't always show you a portrait for every bird.
Well,
Like
some of them were just...
There are a couple of birds. I think it only shows you the portraits for the birds that you might be able to have a relationship with.
Like the
Correct.
doctor
I
bird
think so,
doesn't
too.
have it, and
Yeah.
the teacher bird.
the teacher
No,
bird
the
does.
way the doctor bird does.
The doctor bird did?
No, I don't think the doctor
don't
bird
think
The
does.
doctor bird doesn't?
The
Okay.
big fat.
That's Nageki. He's the one who ends up being
That's the
the
library
ghost.
one? Yeah. So it's crazy. So that one ends up being a ghost. One of them, their mom dies. We're going full spoilers here, right?
Yeah. Was that Ryota?
His his mom dies. One of them turns out to be a spy for the dove party, which is like the we should get along with humans party, as opposed to the hawk party, which the doctor is, by the way. And they want to just exterminate all humans to make room for the birds.
All this talk of doves and hawks, it sounds like a commentary on the Federal Exchange Board. And no one's going to get that joke, but someone on Twitter maybe acknowledge what I just said because that was good.
Well, they acknowledge it in the game. They're like, it started out as like a human thing for like the, this political thing, but now it's
Oh, there's the
now
ghost.
it's actually that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the ghost.
Nageki.
And let's see, there's the teacher who has already been in a relationship and thinks he can never love again.
And who is a narcoleptic apparently and falls asleep
All the
randomly.
time. There's the there's the aristocrat who actually just wants to run away and become a musician.
What is the deal with there's that one bird you run into at the track stadium.
Yeah, no, he's just crazy.
Yeah,
That's the one I went for.
coos like a
You went
bird.
for that one? Did you
Yeah.
get to the end of that relationship? Is that
No.
an actual...
Remember, I couldn't do it.
No.
His text just says coo,
Yeah.
and then in
And then it's like
parentheses it's
what
like
it
the
actually
human
means.
Translation.
the English translation.
I'm
Yeah.
so fast, super fast, run, run, run!
This
By the
pudding
way,
has
I'm really
disgraced me. I am
Pudding!
stopping on the pudding. I was like, what am I reading?
No, I have no idea. I didn't try that one. I actually did, I just did all the ones required to unlock this secret ending, which you guys didn't know about.
Well, that was the thing is, so after my just failure to be able to tolerate this game as an experience that I could accept into my life, I went and actually did some research on it, and it's like, where is all of the game that these people are talking about in my experience? Because I've gone through
I know,
the
you
game once
apparently
before.
skipped right through it.
Well, I've gone through this game once before, and nothing happened.
You also, did you go through the game or did you click through the game?
I mean, there's a lot of clicking, but like nothing happened. My character got to the end, and was like, "Oh, I'm in love now." Okay,
It
That was
happens. No, it happens like as you play the game progressively, like different stuff seems to unlock. I had different things popping up and different conditions. Like sometimes I could go to get like an amulet at New Year's, and sometimes
right.
the weather was too bad. And once I got stuck in the library on Christmas Eve
I
with
did
the
too.
ghost kid, and
Yeah.
with like all this different stuff. So it seems like they changed. Like at one point, I hear someone talking, like overhearing conversation, and I think it has to do with the different romantic paths. As you unlock options in those, you unlock more of the overall story, and then you get to this point. So we're late starting this because I just unlocked it, and so I'm going to play through it, and then we'll put some of the video in post because I was hoping to actually get some video capture of the secret stuff, but it apparently turns into like a psychological thriller. Let me pull it up on.
Ashley's very excited.
I'm very excited. So it's called Bad Boys Love or Hurtful Boyfriend.
Oh, is that why it's called Hatoful Boyfriend?
Yeah, because that means heartful, but also hurtful. Oh. So this is the hurtful part. So what this is
so the meat of the
I'm gonna
game is
read the-
buried in the secret ending.
yeah. So I'll read the wiki entry first, and then I'll get some gameplay going. Actually, no, I can probably just do gameplay after, and we'll put it in post.
Yeah.
That way I can concentrate. But on the wiki, it says it's a bonus storyline you can unlock after obtaining certain endings. You have to get 5 of them. You have to get Sakuya, Yuya, Ryuda, Nageki, and Nanaki.
So I'm on my way there because I got Nageki.
Yeah, so
There you go.
got to get 5, but you have to get the full endings, I think. Like, I accidentally messed up the ghost one at first. I was trying to be encouraging and be like, no, you're just quiet.
Oh.
And then he was like, I'm not talking to you anymore.
And it's very
And I just,
specific.
I'm completely lost.
Like if you make one wrong decision, you will not get what you want.
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
like the aristocrat, I didn't get the first time because I didn't get my charisma high enough, and then I gave him the wrong beans.
So then there's 3. So there's very few decisions you can make in this game. I should
Right.
clarify that. And sometimes you get the option as to like what stats you're going to work on. You can go for your electives. You can study math, which increases your wisdom. You can study.
go to
you
gym
do
class.
gym, which increases your
Vitality.
Your vitality. Then you can do music class, which increases your charisma.
Now, so far as I can tell, the charisma only matters if you're trying to get with the aristocrat dude.
That's what I thought.
Sakuya. The math only matters if you're trying to get with teacher Nanaki. And I think haven't done for this one. Maybe Ryan, you can tell us. I think the vitality one only counts if you're trying to get with the crazy.
He seemed
pudding
happy
hater.
at my athletic prowess.
There you go.
You got to finish it and tell me what happens with that guy.
So funny.
I don't think I
so-
can. I'll try.
So if you get all 5 of those and you get the full endings, then the next time you start a game, it asks you if you want to play a normal year or fulfill a promise. Also, did you guys get the Angel of Death pop up at any point?
What?
No.
There's another character that, like, there was a point you can ask, like, what you want to do this year, something, and it's like, fall in love with an Angel of Death. And then, like, this other character pops in, and he's, like, all, like, this bandaged and crazy dude. I need to complete that one, but that's another.
Well,
that's
crazy
sorry.
dude or crazy bird?
He's a crazy bird dude.
Bird dude.
But that's
okay.
a story for another time.
There were some options. I don't remember what it was, but I know occasionally you would run into options that were like, I want to conquer. You could wish
Yeah.
to
Yes.
conquer the world or
Which-
use force or something.
But I
Again,
think
that
that
decision
just-
is also very important to the ending for each particular
Is
boyfriend.
it? Because
yes.
I thought it just boosted stats, like
No,
one of your particular
apparently. Well, at
stats.
least on some of the walkthroughs I was looking at, you had to have a specific wish to get the correct ending with certain
Interesting.
characters.
Apparently, I'm being told on Twitter by Giaz that that the name Hatoful is also a pun because Hato is pigeon in Japanese. So it's full of pigeons.
Pigeon full boyfriend. Okay, so here's the story of Bad Boys Love or Hurtful Boyfriend. It says the Hatful world is post-apocalyptic. The bird flu H1N5 was so deadly it's spurred human scientists into starting Operation Carneades, the development of a virus to counter it by annihilating birds. Unfortunately, it doesn't work as planned. The new virus ended up mutating pigeons, the most common bird, into intelligent beings and failed in its original purpose to kill flu-infected birds. The newly intelligent birds begin to attack the humans, and a 30-year war ignites, killing more humans. Most of the human race is wiped out in the flu pandemic, and in less than 40 years, birdkind has become the dominant race on Earth. So now
To
we
the
know
point
about
where
the
they're
buildings in the caves.
Upset about puddings and
They have high schools. A peace treaty is agreed upon and signed, but there's still anti-pigeon sentiments in humans and vice versa. The Human Liberation Front, which took a bird orphanage hostage in the Hatoful House incident. What's the Hatoful House incident? Anyway, the protagonist is one of the humans who developed natural resistance to the bird flu and goes to St. Pigeonation as a human representative, a sign of good faith, and as an experiment as to whether pigeons and humans can live together and form a bond. Which is why, interesting. I did get that one. I did get this ending because I screwed up the ghost ending. It says if you don't form a bond with any pigeon during a playthrough, you get a bad ending, which just reads an experiment failed.
ooh.
See,
You probably get all humans killed in that
Interesting.
scenario.
this is the problem with this game. You can only find out it's interesting by seeing what other people did.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. What's going on over
it's
here?
like we had to send our own experiments into the game to seriously suffer through it for a while and find the good stuff because
Yeah.
it's so bad. The writing's
let
awful.
me tell you something that I discovered when I was doing the
Yes.
playthrough. So I don't know if you got to this point, but at one point,
I probably did
you did.
several
I'm sure.
times.
No, I don't know about him.
Maybe.
There's like a bunch of pigeons or a bunch of birds. Sorry, pigeons. There's a bunch of birds gathered in the hallway, and you say, what's going on? They say that Brian the pigeon just won his 7th Pulitzer. And you're like, what? It's the only time they mention it. And they say, you don't know who Brian the pigeon is? And I said, no. And they said, you should type his name into Google. So I typed Brian Pigeon into Google, and the first return is a WordPress blog that goes back from now all the way back to like 2005 or 2006 or something, and has all these weird journal entries.
Super weird. They're saying that he was the first smart bird,
Yes, he was the
and
first
he was
smart bird.
and he was a blogger.
Yes, he was a
So
blogger.
that's-
So
that's
you can find his
amazing.
WordPress blog.
telling it how it is for pigeons everywhere.
Weird, right? I mean, there's
Pigeon blog.
obviously another layer to this game that they've thought about.
So here's
There
what
it is.
happens. That's amazing. About me, Brian Pigeon. Oh my God. The so here's what happens. If you get to this bad thing, you stop playing Hiyoko. You stop playing the main character, and
human.
it changes point of view, and you play through the point of view of Ryota. She goes missing after going to look for Ryota in the infirmary. And
That's
Ryota
early
has
in
to
the
bring
game.
a stack of papers. He sets down an unusually heavy box in the classroom and notices a red stain on the corner of the cardboard box. And her head's in the box without a body.
Wow.
Yes, you
the other-
discovered the murdered remains.
This
of the
sounds like a
female
game you would
protagonist.
like, Ryan.
But it takes so much awful to get to it.
The other classes also discover each box they had contained a human body part. A huge steel dome appears around the school, trapping the students and teachers. The principal summons all students to the gym to explain that a disaster was occurring outside, and the dome has been put up to ensure their safety.
Why can't I just play that
so
game?
now he goes to investigate the character, her death, and together with Sakuya uncovers the story of St. Pigeonation's sealed past and hidden facts, and the game becomes a murder mystery.
Okay, I want to play that. I
Yes.
might actually
Should
play
we
through.
Should we do a part 2 of this?
Maybe we will.
God, no. It's not worth it. Even as interesting as that sounds, it's not worth it.
Meg's not over there. I was
What
gonna
if we
ask
do
she
it with
wanted
anybody
to.
but Ryan?
Yeah, we'll find someone.
Anybody but
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yay!
Maybe we should make Ryan do
Well,
it.
so I mean,
Or you had to do it twice.
5 times.
Long story short, I
just did with a
struggled to
script,
get
I
through
saw.
it. I
not
wasn't
a
that
script.
intrigued by it.
Didn't you see the fast forward button in the top right corner of
yeah.
the game?
Oh, I saw it.
I'm more intrigued by this now and realizing that there is somewhat of a story and
That being said,
variety in the game.
I'm sure no matter what happens in this part, it's still going to be written the same, which is the problem I have with the beginning of that game. It's just like, okay, where do I want to go today? All right, I'm going to gym class. Hey, I study gym. All right, what do you want to do today? I think I'm going to go for a run. Hey, I went for a run. Oh, look, I met another bird. Oh, the bird's very slow. Wants to give me a ride back on their bike.
You did
All
play a
right.
bit then. That's at least halfway through the game.
Yeah.
So I rode back
got-
on the bike. That's it. There's nothing happening.
It's an interactive novel. What do you want?
That's not a novel. In a novel, there's plot and protagonists and things happen. Nothing's happening.
Didn't you hear about this?
That didn't happen. None of this happened to me. I had a normal day over and over and over again. It was killing me.
All right, Ryan.
I think we should do another one with this.
Yeah, we should follow up.
This is pretty. I want to learn more about the Hatful house incident. Oh my god, this just seems crazy, and I want to find more about the Angel of Death.
So, yeah, I think we may follow up with a second discussion of Hatoful Boyfriend.
I mean, look, there are a few games as epic as this deserving of multiple volumes.
Multiple playthroughs. Does anybody else have anything they want to say before
yeah.
we wrap up?
We should decide on a game, and then maybe what we can do is leave in the comments either on the Rooster Teeth site or on this video games that we should play for Game Club,
Yeah.
and then we can pick out a game to play for Game Club and go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. All
But
right,
what should we play next week?
So some people had some good suggestions. Some people were suggesting City Skylines. I saw Tales from the Borderlands, Binding of Isaac. What else was here? I thought there was another one that people had recommended.
And you know what good ones to consider if people want to play along with us as we do these is if we look at Games with Gold.
Oh, I think Rayman Legends is currently free
It is,
on
yeah.
Games with Gold.
or the free PSN.
We
games.
really should come up with some criteria for this because make it interesting. It's like if it's a title that just came out,
gonna be
we're
tough.
probably already talked about it on the patch or previously and are playing it currently. We need something that's like that nugget of gold that might have been missed.
Well, that's what I liked about doing
like a
Hatoful
2-year
Boyfriend for this.
moratorium or something.
It's like it was a weird game people were aware of, but no one had really played.
Right.
Right.
Bernie makes me nervous when he's behind me.
You guys include mobile games.
Mobile
Are we
games.
going to do
Include
mobile games?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I mean, I'll allow it.
Why don't we let people comment and then we'll read through the comments in this video and we'll make a decision.
Yeah,
and,
we can post it in an annotation. How about that?
Yeah.
Or put in the description of the video.
Absolutely.
So we'll post an update what we're going to play next week, and then
we'll go from there.
yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed our spirited discussion of Hatoful Boyfriend and our spirit Pigeon boyfriends.
And make sure you let us know which path you took, because we know you played it.
Bye.
Bye.